Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 17. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is ester. There one side attached with isopropyl, another side ethyl. It's a ethyl ester and you are reacting it with carbide, which is triphenyl carbide balanced with sodium. Then you are hydrolyzing it. They ask you to find the product. The products are acid, are just addition reaction, are the carbon-carbon coupling reaction, are just addition of the reactant to the product. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant and reagent you might consider the reaction is really about reagent versus regioselectivity. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you have alpha hydrogen and you are using the base. This base cannot act as a nucleophile because it is a bulkier in size. It only acts as a base there. So it only abstract the proton. You have anion formation. The anion has to be quenched. It can be quenched by self-condensation. It is called Claisen condensation between the esters there. So new carbon-carbon bond is formed. O- is there. Then O- quenched by OET elimination. So if you redraw nicely, you have the answer C. Here the concepts you have to learn is bulky anion always act as a base, not as a nucleophile. Second thing is Claisen condensation. It always occurs between the esters there. Then the question number 2, they are asking most reactive diene among the following. They given the different configuration of alkene 4E14-hexadiene, 4Z14-hexadiene, or 2E4E-hexadiene, or 2Z4Z-hexadiene. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the question and the possible answers you might realize the question is really about configuration versus reactivity. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal all are alkene there. So we redraw with perfect thing. Here 6 carbon with different configuration. First one is 4E, second one is 4Z, third one is 2E and 4E, fourth one is 2Z and 4Z. So there are the possibilities. But the Diels-Alder reaction demand S6 configuration. Here 2S6 configuration is there, which is C and D. But the D has the crowding 1,6 carbon. But C, the answer is twisted because 3,4 is a single bond. You can rotate freely. If you rotate it, you can get it back. So the answer is twisted, but the answer is C there. The C has cis double bond and it has 1,6 carbon pointed away. So it's free for Diels-Alder reaction. The concept you have to learn is Diels-Alder reaction needs cis-9 double bond and it will create better overlap for the product. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is cyclobutane attached with methyl and bromine, which is strands to each other. You are using sodium iodide and DMF. You are having 4 possible answers, one with alkene, one with substitution. Alkene means elimination of Br, iodine substitution means bromine substituted by iodine there. So there are the 4 possibilities. So alkene and substitution. The alkene can be regioselective as well as rearranged one or just iodide substitution with above and below the plane. So from the reactant and possible 4 answers, you might realize the question is really about substitution versus elimination. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having bromine, which is the bulkier one. You are using sodium iodide, which is also bulkier one. So here you have to think which one dominates, whether SN reaction or E reaction. Here elimination is not favorable, only substitution is favorable because of the reaction condition. You are using iodine, so the replacement is the only possibility here, and the leaving group and the stable cation also not there, so the elimination is not the possibility, only the substitution. Here you are having polar aprotic solvent, so the substitution is there, so the substitution happened through SN2. SN2 happen through inversion. So PR is below the plane, iodine will come above the plane. So the concept you have to learn is whenever you think of the substitution or elimination reaction, you have to think of nucleophilicity as well as you have to think of solvent effects. Then the question number 4, they given 3 compound which is cyclopentane, cyclohexane and cycloheptane. Here the charges are revolving around, so you can consider as aromaticity here. So here all the 3 have ring current, 5 member, 6 member and 7 member. 5 member charge is around, 6 member it is like benzene and 7 member it is with cation. So they are asking chemical shifts there. The chemical shifts they given 3 values 5.4, 7.2 and 9.2. So the 3 shifts where it will come, where you have to assign. The question is really about ring current versus charge versus chemical shift. So there are the possibilities. The answer is A. Let us see how. You have 3 compound. 3 compound has ring current. You have to predict whether it is aromatic or not. Benzene everybody know it is aromatic, so it is shielded, but hydrogens are de-shielding position. Same thing happened with 7 member cation. It is aromatic, it has 6 pi electron there, so it has positive charge. So it has de-shielding by aromaticity as well as the positive charge, so it will have higher chemical shift. The first one, ring current, is little bit confusing because we don't know whether ring current is completely available or not, because it is neutral as well as non-aromatic. So we consider as no ring current, no shielding or de-shielding, it's a normal alkene there. Here the concepts you have to learn is, if it is aromatic mean always de-shielding effect will be there. Positive charge also de-shield the hydrogen. Then the question number 5, they given the 2 compound. One is benzyl cyanide, another is a cumulative imine. You have double bond and imine are nearby and it attached with phenyl. They given the 4 possibilities, whether X and Y are resonance or tautomer or basicity. X is basic or Y is basic. So they given the facts about resonance, tautomerism and basicity. They are asking how many facts are correct. So from the structures and possible facts you might realize the question is about structure versus relationship between 2 compounds. The answer is D, which is B, tautomers, as well as Y is more basic than X. Let us see how. Here first let us look at the basicity. We draw X and Y. Nitrogen is a donor here, it's a Lewis base, it has to donate. Whether nitrogen attached with sp carbon or sp2 carbon. In X, it attached with sp carbon because it's triple bond. In Y, it attached with sp2 carbon. If you look at the alternativity, sp is higher than sp2. So the basicity of Y will be higher than the X. In the second fact, it is tautomerism. Here, if you look at the alpha hydrogen there, which is near to cyanide, what really happened is the alpha hydrogen switched to hydrogen in the imine structure. So it is a tautomerism, switching of hydrogen. It is like heteroenol tautomerism. Definitely it is not resonance because the atom is moving, it is not resonance. So the concepts you have to learn here is hybridization you can relate with basicity. More electronegative, which is sp. sp is more electronegative, it won't donate electron easily. Second thing is tautomerism. Tautomerism is a shifting of bond, where resonance is shifting of electrons. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.